According to them, it was the fact that I was thin was the reason why I was pretty. And it was only in class 9 that I started gaining weight. Every single person I met during this time made it a point to make me understand or put it across that how I looked ugly. Hi everyone, my name is Drishti and I'm doing my masters in history right now. So first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt thank you and gratitude to Amanat Foundation. They have given me this opportunity to come here and talk about my journey with body image issues and now eventually how I am moving towards body positivity. So a big thank you to them, and also for enabling people like us to actually share their journeys. So I'll just give a brief about how actually I started developing these body image issues. So as a child, I was always very skinny. And by skinny, I mean skinny, not just thin, I was skinny. And I always used to get compliments and validation from people because I was skinny. For according to them, it was the fact that I was thin was the reason why I was pretty. And it was only in class 9 that I started gaining weight. Now of course this happened because of multiple factors coming together. I think first of all there were some hormonal changes that all of us go through at that age. I also started indulging in a little more junk than I would before, and then eventually I developed PCOS, which then became a vicious cycle of gaining and losing weight. But what was most striking about this period was that how every single person I met during this time made it a point to make me understand or put it across that how I looked ugly, how I looked so much prettier before, how I should, and also gave me a lot of tips and tricks on how I can lose all the weight. Of course, as a child, I did not know how to respond. I did not know how to tackle and deal with these comments, and this actually took a major blow on my self-confidence. Now, this had never happened before and it was very new for me. I was fairly good in academics. I always had a solid set of friends. My parents always supported me. I was participating in all kinds of extracurriculars. But this was the first time I actually felt like, oh my god, like I am not worthy of anything just because I am becoming fat. Another thing that was really something that bothered me at this time was how my male friends viewed me. At this age, male validation is extremely important. I understand that. And always getting comments like, oh, you're so fat, or oh, you're so ugly, or even things like, you know what, I will date you if you lose some weight, or that you have a pretty face but you will never be pretty enough because you are fat, took a huge toll on my mental and physical health. I did not know how to react. I always kept thinking that something was wrong with me because I looked a certain way. Of course, this slowly started changing, but it did not, it was very difficult for me to get over this. No matter how much I tried to, no matter how much I told myself not to, I could not get over this, and this started becoming a very important part of my being, my issues, my lack of self-confidence. But I think the last straw was when I actually met a male relative who was a distant relative who had not met me for a very long time. And when he first saw me, what I saw on his face was an expression of disgust. The expression was such like, it seemed to me that I had committed some kind of crime. Then of course he went on and on about how I had, how I looked bad and how I was ugly, and how I should really concentrate on losing weight, and how that should be the, overall something that I really need to do. But that did not affect me as much as that expression did. But the good thing was, as much as it made me feel bad about myself, it also, struck some kind of chord in me. I thought that would I let someone who actually has no value in my life, who I possibly don't care about, let myself or me determine how I viewed myself and my body? I thought that no, I have to work towards changing this. I have to work towards actually making sure that my worth does not revolve around how my body looks. Of course, it was a very gradual process. Going to university also really aided the process. So basically, I got into a college where people did not really care about how a person looked. Everyone was there on the basis of their merit, and that's all people cared about. Even the kind of friends I made in college were really encouraging, were really always really there for me, and my weight was never a matter of conversation for them. So and now that I am here today, I realize that it is so important that you surround yourself with the right kind of people, and I think I did that when I was in college. My mother also was really supportive of me. She never really made me feel bad about myself. She always encouraged me to try new styles and not drown myself in those loose clothes that I would wear. And eventually, just by being around them, just by going to college, just by reading and seeing other people talk about their journeys, I started becoming a lot more confident. It was in my first year of college that I started my blog, Wait and Watch. Of course, I wasn't doing it very seriously, and I used to post on and off, but what I used to write most about was my journey. And I could feel that a lot of people did resonate with me, which was some kind of validation for me, because I felt that I was not alone who was on this journey. It was only and only during the pandemic that I thought that I should again, revive my blog. I should again talk about things that have bothered me for so many years. Of course, when I started doing my blog again, I was a different person. I was a lot more confident, but I started doing it simply because I knew it would make me feel better about myself. But surprisingly, what happened in turn was that a lot of teenagers actually reached out to me, talking to me about their own journeys. Why teenagers? Even friends of my age, friends who I had lost touch with, people who I've only met on the internet actually reached out to me and told me how they actually resonated with my journey. So now, as I look back, I would really like to give a hug to my 13-year-old and tell her that, your worth is not determined by your weight. Today I exercise, today I do everything that someone who is thin would do, and I'm completely okay with it. Of course, I have my days when I don't feel the best about my bodies, but I'm very proud to say that those days have become very less now. And to anyone who's watching this, I just want to say that please understand that your worth is not determined by how you look. It could be your weight, it could be your complexion, it could be your height, and there will always be a lot of background noise. There will always be people who will tell you that you don't look good enough. And I know it's not an easy journey because I have been on it, but you know what? You can be your best friend. You are the only one who can actually help yourself overcome this. So follow the right kind of people on social media. Always keep yourself surrounded by people who encourage and motivate you, and always remember that it is you who should be on the driver's seat of your life and your journey. So yes, that's all I would like to say. I'll end the talk here. Once again, thank you, Amanat Foundation. You all are doing a great job.